guys, One Punch Gaming here, and I was strolling through my YouTube recommended list, and lo and behold, I get this abomination. How I made $50 at age 15. $50 million at age 15. Totally real story. See, look, hold on, let me look at the comments and watch it say, fake! Fake! I found nothing cool, just guns and grenades from World War II. Yeah, that's definitely not cool. Am I the only one who found this unrealistic? By the way, I got a channel. Something 6000. It's dumb and meaningless. 2019. How I earned $50 million at 15 years old. 2019. How I became president at 2 years old. I mean, if everybody has that much money, there's no point in having money at all, because basically everything is free. Well, let's get into the video. Oh wait, yeah.
Hey, I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm going to tell you how I became one of the richest people on Earth, even though I was only a stupid teenager. It all started with me being obsessed about history and archaeology. By the time I was 12, I had probably read more than 100 books on those topics. So,
Oh my god.
you can imagine how excited I was.
That little bit of freaking wrapping paper fit an entire metal finder in there? How? There's no way that much wrapping paper could cover that entire thing. It's fake.
When my dad gave me a metal detector for Christmas, I immediately grabbed
I meant metal detector, by the way. I'm not retarded.
a shovel and ran into our forest here in Poland. It took me
That was also just a joke. Please don't dislike my video because I made an offensive comment. It was a joke.
less than 4 hours to dig up my first treasure. It was a rusted machine gun from the Second World War.
Nothing too special, just a gun.
After I did some research, I learned that it was a PPD-40 and used by the Soviet Union during World War II. Of course, my mom was shocked when I showed it to her, but my
What did you expect her to do? What did you expect her to do when she saw you carry a gun into the house?
dad laughed and said it was cool, and he encouraged me to continue my hobby. Well, that's exactly what I did for the next few years. Whenever I had free time, I would wander through our beautiful forest searching for new treasures. And after a year, I had my first big discovery. It was a very old helmet. I immediately took it to a museum in our city for an inspection. When they saw it, their eyes lit up. But then they took the helmet away from me and said that archaeological treasures found in Poland belong to the state. To be honest,
Ha, yeet. Ha, yeet. Ha, it's mine now, boy.
I'm not sure if what they said was true, but I felt like
I doubt it is. They were probably lying and then took it. They didn't even put it in the freaking museum. They just took it for themselves.
they had stolen my helmet from me. That day, I swore to myself that the next time I found a treasure, I would keep it to myself and sell it on the black market. Because, as I later
What? How did you even figure out how to get onto the black market?
found out, the helmet I had found was worth at least $20,000 US. It was a Roman auxiliary helmet in a really good condition. And recently, a similar helmet was sold for $300,000 USD. So you can imagine how angry I was. Especially because the helmet was never displayed in that museum.
Ha, you got scammed.
Which means they had probably sold my helmet on the black market to get rich themselves. For the next few years, I had little to no luck. I mean, yeah, I found hundreds of grenades and rusty machine guns, but none of them had any value.
How do you know that? You're acting like that's normal. Like, yeah, it's just grenades and a gun. Definitely not something you see every day, but it's normal for me.
It was 2 days after my 15th birthday when my metal detector started beeping like crazy. And it wasn't just beeping at one point, but it was beeping over an area of at least 2 square meters. I wasn't sure what was laying under me, but I knew it was something very big. So I took my shovel and started digging.
Where'd you just get that shovel from? Hold on, he just pulled it out the back of his head. He just said, "Doo-doo-doo-doo."
I remember hitting against something. At first, I was scared. It It could have been a mine, but I could feel that it wasn't metallic. After a few more seconds of digging, I realized that it was a big pot.
Did you actually think it was a mine? Why did you think it was a mine? Oh my god.
It was very big and heavy and kinda ugly. But why was my metal detector
Yeah, just like you.
been beeping if there wasn't any metal? It took me a few seconds to realize that something was inside the pot.
Oh my god. That's so unusual. Where else would the metal be? Why would it be beeping if there was nothing in there?
So, I started pulling the dirt out of the opening of the pot. It didn't take long until I saw something golden. And trust me, I had waited years to find something golden.
What are those? What is that? They look like those cheesy potatoes, dude. It's just a thing full of potatoes, but they gotten so hard they look like gold and they're metallic.
It were coins. Lots of coins.
He means cheesy potatoes.
Too many coins for me to carry. I looked around to see if someone
But weren't you just carrying it?
had followed me or seen my treasure, but no
Like who? You're in the middle of a forest. Who would have been following you or seen you dig up some treasure?
one was there. So, I took one coin with me and put the rest back into the hole and filled it with dirt again. When I
Are
arrived,
you stupid or something? Dude, I would have just said, alright, hold on, I'm gonna run home. First, I'm gonna bury this. I'm gonna run home. And then, I'm gonna put my backpack on and I'm gonna get all that
home,
dirt.
I immediately showed my dad the gold coin I'd found. I told him there were many more, and a big smile appeared on his face.
And then he put you up for adoption.
He asked, "How many?" And I said, "More than I could count." We decided to go back the following morning. But this time I realized that it wasn't just one pot full of gold coins, but that there were several pots under the ground, right next to each other. It were 7 big pots in total. After we had brought all of them to our home, we counted a little more than 10,000 gold coins. We had no idea how much they were worth, but we definitely knew we were rich. However, I made one big mistake. I should have never asked my dad for help. He turned out to be a selfish monster. Because the next morning when I woke up to take another look at my treasure, it was gone. I immediately asked my dad where the coins had gone, and he told me he had taken them away so I wouldn't spend them on stupid stuff. I got angry and told him those were my
What do you mean? You really think he did that? He just spent them all on something that you wouldn't notice.
coins, and he had no right to take them away from me. When I offered him to share the
I mean, technically, it's the state's property. So, like, for real, it's not yours.
coins 50-50, he started laughing and said, "I have raised you and I have bought you your metal detector. Therefore, those coins belong to me. Be a
Oh, dang. You're mean. You're a butthole. Dude, come on. How are you gonna do that to your own son? Like, that's just a butthole thing to do.
good boy, and I will give you a few of them someday."
A few of them someday?
Oh, I wanted to attack him right then and there. But that
What was he doing?
wouldn't have helped me find my coins either. No, I needed to find out where my dad had hidden them.
And then I figured out that he hid them in the basement where he hid our mom.
I knew the only way my dad could have transported them was by using his car. That's why I asked several store owners in our city if I could take a look at their security cameras that were facing to the street. I told them someone had stolen my dad's car, and we were trying to find out where the thief had driven it.
Oh, wow, yeah. Who wouldn't believe that? So what are you gonna do once you figure it out? Don't you think to, like, call the police and tell them or something? 'Cause they could be out of state by now.
Everyone wanted to help and gave me access to their security camera footage. From there, it was easy
Hacker boy time.
to follow where my dad had driven his red Honda. Once I knew the district my dad had gone to, it immediately clicked. He had gone to my aunt. I called her up and asked if my dad had recently visited her. She said, "Yeah, he came in here at 5 a.m. in the morning. He said he needed to store a few boxes in my basement."
So mad. I messed it up. Now it's ruined.
Jackpot. I immediately visited my aunt
Bro, did he just teleport there? Cheater. He turned on SV cheats.
and told her my dad wanted me to pick up his boxes again. Then I ordered a taxi and brought the coins into a cheap hotel. I took 1 coin with me and went to a pawn shop. I asked how much it was worth, and the guy looked shocked. He asked me who had given it to me. But I knew it was better to not give him any information, so instead I asked him again, "How much will you pay me for it?" He took a closer look and told me it was a Roman gold coin and in perfect condition. When he said he was willing to pay $15,000 for this single coin, I almost fainted. But I tried to stay cool, even though I had 10,000 more of these coins laying around in my...
Bro, that's why he's making that face. He knows way more expensive. Or he just saw what you look like, and he just winced. He was trying to figure out what the heck you were thinking about.
A cheap hotel. What if someone broke into my room and stole them from me?
Yeah, because they already knew it was there.
I took the $15,000 and ran back to my hotel.
Oh yeah, by the way, you left $1.
Luckily, my coins were still there.
Why would you just leave them on the bed like that? Even if somebody did break in, if you would have hid them somewhere, nobody would steal it. But guess what? You just left all of it on the bed.
I immediately ordered a taxi and drove to Warsaw, the capital of Poland. There,
You just left your house. Okay.
I checked into a luxury hotel where I was safe from my dad and thieves. All that happened a few years ago, and I haven't seen my dad since. I've sold...
What about your mom? I'm still trying to figure out what happened to her. Because after you got that gun, that's the last time we saw her. What did you do to her?
all my 10,000 coins for a total of $50 million to several private collectors.
But you're stupid. I would have sold all of them except for one just to have it.
And I even found a legal loophole so I wouldn't have to pay any taxes. Today, I'm 18 and living on Ibiza. I'm mostly partying and having fun. But I also offered my mom to leave my dad and start a new life with me. However, she said she wouldn't leave my dad because she loved him too much. Well, I'm sorry, but that's her problem.
Wait, what did you mean by leave her? You mean like leave and live with you? Or leave and let's get together? Freaking weird.
As long as she lives with my dad, I won't give her a single penny.
Okay, wow. Nice son. Definitely won't support his parents. Well, guys, how did you like the video? I'm stuttering so much I can't even lie. I did not like this video. It was stupid. Like, who just says, I found a couple grenades and guns. Definitely normal. Well, guys, I will see you guys later. Come on,